What is going on YouTube? Hey, I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the S&P 500, and I had a special request from you guys, one of my subscribers, to ask me to review XDC. So we're going to be looking at XDC to USD today. I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it, and we'll go from there. But besides looking at these major cryptocurrencies, we need and must talk about the major runs that we saw overnight yesterday and the past couple of days here. We've pretty much called these runs to happen here. It was only a matter of time before they caught up. As you guys know, every single video for the past, I'd say, week, I've been slowly switching from a bearish perspective to a bullish perspective, but small. You know, as I've said, I went from an 80% bearish perspective to a 70% bearish perspective, and with good reason to believe that. We've updated Patreon, although we came out a little bit later than we wanted to. We did actually update you guys. Sorry, you know, in the bear market, we do have to find other alternatives to make money to support ourselves in the time being. You know, my team. So that's the only reason why we went in a little bit late, which is totally, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference here. And honestly, there was a lot put into that next post on Patreon. So stay tuned for that. Or if you are following that, then definitely reread it a few times here because it is important. But moving forward, looking at these other cryptos, XRP, as you guys know, has broken bullish here. Lots to talk about in today's episode. We might go a little bit longer than the 10 to 11 minute mark here. We did break bullish here. We are starting to get a little bit of resistance as expected. Our starting to pull back down as expected here, but it's not just XRP. Ethereum broke extremely bullish over the past couple of days. We were kind of expecting this to happen here. As you can see, the neckline, we had the major flag forming here, symmetrical triangle. We kind of figured these would lead to a more bullish perspective, a bullish pump, and that's exactly what we saw. Rally to the upside here, becoming overbought, which is why we're starting to believe, why I'm starting to believe a correction to the downside could be coming very soon. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin here, which hit our price target, which I'll show you in a second. We're also going to be looking at the S&P 500, which had a beautiful bullish run, although we're starting to get a little weary, and that's why I'm 70% bearish, not, 20%. There's a reason for that, because there's a chance we could be hitting some pretty strong resistances very soon, and that could cause the markets to correct. We're also going to be looking at XDC, as I have here. I did not graph this at all. I did not chart it. I wanted to do that pretty much live with you. Of course, that would erase itself. That's lovely here. But I wanted to kind of chart this with you because I do have opinions on cryptos that look like this. So definitely bear with me in a second here. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So first things first, I don't even know where to begin. I guess we'll start with the current coin market cap here. Top 10 cryptos, you can see we're up 3.41%. Everything is really starting to swing. Bitcoin's up 8% for the week. Ethereum's up 11.5. We have BNB up 10. XRP is up 8. Cardano is up 20%. Polygon is up 10%. Solana's up 21. Litecoin's up 12. Everything is pretty much exploding to the upside here, and this is very exciting to me. It's a huge and great way to start off the new year here, although I am starting to get a bit worried with the way these markets are moving. As you guys know, things aren't really looking too good with the economy, and there's a chance that could influence some movements here. As you guys know, milk and eggs, inflation. You can see, if any of these articles, you can see eggs, cereal, milk prices soar very, very soon. I feel like it was, for the most part, it was like recently. I've realized recently over the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing a lot of articles posting this, but it's talking the fact that milk, cheese, and eggs cost rise at the fastest pace in 45 years. The price of shop-bought milk, cheddar cheese, and eggs has risen by an eye-watering 27% in 12 months. Some people are even seeing it up 50%, 75%, 100%. They've doubled in price. In Costco, I've seen some videos on TikTok, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But yeah, it's really starting to take shape. This is going to negatively impact. You can see taking it to 11.1% last month. Earlier, that's incredible too. You can see the highest since September of 1977 when it stood at 17.6%. So absolutely nuts. Within the low-fat milk there you go. Within this, low-fat milk has risen 47.9%. Eggs by 42.1%, and cheese and curd by 27.1%. Absolutely absurd to see how high these prices are shooting to the upside here. And this is going to affect the inflation data that I believe comes out tomorrow for December. It really is going to affect the December prices here. So keep that in mind because that could influence and cause correction within the S&P come tomorrow. We could start to see prices swing to the downside. I actually think there's a good chance it will, coincidentally, and I'll explain why in a second with you. But we just talked about the current market caps, markets right here swinging to the upside here, but we're starting to believe there's a chance of correction to the downside. Let me explain why. So First and foremost, you can see the past couple of days, we have been very bullish short term here on these cryptocurrencies. I've shown it very clearly that I've highlighted and circled numerous, in my thumbnails here, numerous charts or analytics here. You can see beautiful symmetrical triangles formed in the past. We had a bullish break, and here we are with a second with history repeating itself. As you can see, history is repeating. A break to the upside was expected. Again, that's exactly what happened. We started a break off right there. We continued the break off right there, and here we are moving even higher. So as you guys can see, that's what we expected and anticipated to happen here. Moving forward, you can even see I drew on a video on the 9th here. This was 3 days ago. My target for the movement here, XRP holders finally looking bullish. Market is about to turn, but be very careful, and I believe that. I say market is about to turn. We had a beautiful dump to the downside here, symmetrical triangle forming. We had a target price of about 18, I'd say 18.4 to 18.7 in between that here as to why I circled it here. We said that since we broke here, it's an aggressive buy would be to buy it here, and a conservative one would be above this resistance here at 17, I'd say 17.3. Above 17.3 would be an buy, an opportunity, and if I show you guys the current price chart, you can see that's exactly where we went. We literally had the beautiful symmetrical triangle here off a dump, and we went all the way up to my price target perfectly. We hit the mark, the nail on the head. It couldn't have been any more perfect to where we were supposed to go. Showing you this again. This was the video that I put 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I showed you where the price target is set to hit. We are due to hit the moving averages, and you can see here we went from 17.2, 17.3 all the way up to about 18.5, 18.7 here. You can see this is where we expected to move to, and this is where we actually went. So perfect, hit the nail right on the head, but now we're starting to have a bit of resistance. So now that we've called for this to happen here, you could say why I've been a little skeptical and why I'm still hesitant is because this is still not sustainable. The short-term little pump that we just had has shot us into moving averages here, but it's also shot us into extreme overbought on the daily as well as extreme overbought on the 4-hour charts. We are mega overbought on the 4-hour charts here, which is screaming a correction to the downside, which is why, if you got in and you took advantage of these markets, keep stop losses tight. I'm keeping my stop losses tight because there's a good chance that right here we're going to reverse right back down to bottom support at maybe 17.3 again. Since retesting this resistance, it's what's happened in the past here. We caused a correction here, so take advantage of the profits off this beautiful run to the upside here. There's a chance we could move higher. It's very possible, but I'm keeping a stop loss really tight because I do believe correction is going to come. This is very short term. We are extremely overbought. We really got squeezed, and now I believe we are going to see correction. So even though we saw a little bit of bull run, I'm still 70% bearish in the fact that I do believe crypto is going to correct lower. And why do I believe that? Well, if we look at a lot of these reasons here, you'll see why. So XRP has shot up, broken bullish outside its major downtrend here, which is definitely a good sign, trading at about 54 on the RSI, 55 on the RSI, but we're intertwined with a major resistance here, price ceiling at 37 cents, as well as the moving averages here, which do not look like they want to break through that anytime soon. We're also considering that we could be buying in, long-term for those that are new here. The opportunity to buy in is if we can break through this resistance here. Honestly, if we can keep where we're at currently, this is a good buy-in opportunity here because we have about 3 days and 11 hours left. There is still a possibility we could reverse all the way back down inside the downtrend here, but if we manage to close where we currently are, and if we even manage to close above this major resistance closer to 38 cents, this would be a good opportunity to buy in long with expectations of a rally all the way up to its moving averages right over here. That was a horrible line drawn right over here. This is price target between 52 cents and 75 cents. That's where I expect the markets to move to if we can close exactly where we are today on Sunday night. If this stays exactly how we are, this is very bullish. It's the first time in over a year that XRP has closed above its major purple downtrend here. So that's very exciting news. Moving forward from XRP, the reason I'm still kind of bearish in regards to correction here with these cryptos, you can see we're hitting a bit of a resistance. We're overbought on Ethereum here. We're hitting the downtrend. We're hitting the top resistance. We have, broken above this before here. We have trended above the moving average, and it's caused a major correction. That is still a huge possibility. We're also overbought as well now on Bitcoin here. We've hit the price target right on its head. We hit literally 18.4. This is where we specifically outlined we would move to in the past couple of videos here, but now we're becoming overbought, so that could mean correction to come, and that's something you guys have to be very, very, very aware of here, so keep that in mind. The other reason I believe this could cause correction is with the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is getting very close again to hitting resistance. Now keep this in mind how coincidental this market plans to be. So Today is the 12th, and we haven't opened yet. So today, being the 12th, we should see another candle. There's a very big possibility today's candle will do something along the lines of this. I'd be very shocked if we fell lower, but something along the lines of this. We will be retesting this major resistance right here, something that we've had for over a year now on the price here. You can see the major downtrend that we've had started on January 1st of 2022, and it's lasted still now into January of 2023. But every time we come into contact with this major purple band, you can see exactly what's happening. We end up reversing downwards. Then throw in the fact that we have the moving average right here to come in. So not only do we have a major purple downtrend and a moving average to deal with, it all comes simultaneously at the same time. This is a major resistance zone, which is most likely going to buckle and correct lower. Then throw in the fact, hey, moving into this, that so we'll have today open up, and then tomorrow we'll probably close right here, and then tomorrow we'll open up and we'll get at 8:30 in the morning here inflation data for December here, and there's a good chance that inflation will actually have fallen lower potentially, but there's also a huge chance that it could also stay stagnant, stay at the same price, or head up even higher. I'd like to think it's either flatlined, very similar to the same price we were in November. December will be dang near the same thing, or it'll be slightly lower here. Reason being is, as again, milk and eggs and food has exploded to the upside here. Rent has continued to skyrocket out of control, and now I'm starting to notice that gas has started to move back up as well. So three things that are very important factors to core inflation, not necessarily food and I believe energy, but I could be wrong, but or maybe it's food and rent. I'm not entirely sure, but I forget. But those will have an immediate effect on the markets here, and I believe that what exactly is going to happen. So today we'll open like this. We'll see a candle like this, and then I believe tomorrow we're going to scale lower and coincidentally reject off the major resistance that we have right here, and this is going to cause us to fall lower. We'll eventually retest 37, or we'll double bottom at 35, but I believe this is what's going to happen. So don't be fooled by the positive run that we had over the past couple of days, breaking bullish outside the symmetrical triangle here. Don't be fooled by this, because there's a good chance that a sleeping giant is going to wake, and we are going to see a dump like this. That's truly what I expect. Moving forward here, looking at XDC for our fellow subscriber, this is a coin that I wouldn't really touch. It's not new, but you can see it came out in 2018. Literally, they made the cryptocurrency right around the same time we had the first pump, or the first pump that crypto really awakened, which was 2017, 2018. Here, we had a small run, and then we were flatlined out for the entire time. Then come 2020, 2021, the second pump that we had, we see the next run. So obviously it's possible that this cryptocurrency could see a third run when we see 24-25 bull run, but I don't think it's something that I would just dump my money in. Especially now, I don't see it as something that I would put my money into. Yes, we've been flatlined out. It's pretty much lost everything that it gained over the past bull run that it had here. We have a major downtrend. I'm going to jump to the weekly to chart this real quick, but you can see there's not much history, number one, and two, it's just pretty much flatlined out completely. It's lost all mojo as it's corrected to the downside here. But the first thing I like to do is draw some horizontal lines, finding its price floor and support. There's one clearly right here. I'm going to draw another, which it's currently bouncing off right now, right around here. And I'd say this is about it. And then maybe one right around here seems to be where this market tends to be moving to. Is there a downtrend? Let's see. We'll draw the downtrend. Something along the lines of this was one originally. I wouldn't extend it any more than that, but we had some sort of downtrend like this, and then we've kind of flatlined out. We even had some sort of bottom, holding it together too. But moving forward here, we're now even more flatlined out. I'll jump to the daily charts here to get a better view of how exactly we're moving right now. Let's see. There is definitely a resistance off its moving average here. This is pretty much what's holding the price together right now. So you can see some very interesting patterns here. This is pretty much what support it has had before. You could see if I scroll all the way back into 2021, early 2021, you could see this is the price floor, 0.02 cents here. Now moving forward here, you can see we've used it numerous times in the past as a means of support, but throw in the fact that we have a daily moving average that's slowly pushing the price of this crypto downwards here. You can see we are creating lower highs, and there is a price floor. So each time we come into contact with moving average and the price resistance, we fall lower. So what's going to probably happen is we're going to see correction. This is screaming signs. I wouldn't purchase, XDC at the top here. Every single resistance here, look at what's happened after that. It's been an immediate correction at some point, a dump at some point to come. So, not being a betting man, but if we were to continue and history was to repeat itself, this is a sign that correction back down probably to 0.02 is to happen again. And then all in all, what's going to happen is we're going to fill in the gap like this, slowly moving down with the moving averages here. We're going to fill in the gap, and then a decision is going to have to be made. Are we going to pop, or are we going to break through price floor here and then slump all the way to the downside here? Not entirely sure, but that's something you have to pay attention to. If we at some point break through the resistance here earlier than expected, then yeah, we'll probably see a rally up to 0.029, if not even higher. But that's how you have to look at this, and I do expect to see a slump to the downside. With that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video. Obviously, if you're new to trading, definitely make sure to check out BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, stop loss, everything you can possibly think of is done through BidFi that I like to use. They even offer a demo account, and they even offer XRP, which not many exchanges offer. With that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.